And welcome back to another NBA Finals podcast with special guest, Australian legend, Shane Hill. Shane, what's happening, man?
Good to be here again, mate.
Yeah.
2-1.
2-1. My God.
Yep.
Miami bounced back with a big Game 3 win led by Jimmy Butler. He became only the third player in NBA Finals history to have a 40-point triple-double.
Wow.
Jimmy Bucket.
That's big. And it's helped his mentality without Dragic, that he's had to be more aggressive. You know, we spoke the last podcast, the fact that he sort of just lets other people do their thing, tries to take over in the second half, but he's had to change his mentality at the start of games as they just wouldn't have had enough.
Yeah. Yeah, his production has gone from 23 points in Game 1, 25 in Game 2, and 40 in Game 3. So he's actually leading the finals in points and assists. He's averaging 10.3 assists per game and 7 rebounds. So big numbers.
Big numbers. Yep.
Yeah.
So does he have enough to be able to continue that into the next game? That's going to be the big question.
Yeah. Well, I don't think...
And LeBron's going to be angry, mate. LeBron's angry.
Yeah. Big time.
He's like, his pride's all hurt.
Yeah.
He will have been looking it up for the last 48 hours. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think LA... Well, actually, I'll let you go first. What do you reckon, Game 4? How do you think this will play out?
Well, I think LA come out completely different than they did in Game 3. 10 turnovers in that first quarter. Almost an expectation that they were just going to, sweep Miami, but probably disrespected them a little bit in the pride that Jimmy Butler's got and how he motivated his other guys by leading by example. That's not going to happen in Game 4. So now that Miami's got their attention now and respect, they will come out hard from the start. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think the Lakers are going to be too good. No doubt Miami will sort of put up a fight again, which will probably contribute to the high scoring as well. But I think LA are going to be too good.
Yeah, I agree. So we both agree that it'll be high scoring. So over 218.5. Yeah, I think it'll easily go above that. The line, it's currently -7.5 for LA. What do you reckon? Would you back that, or do you prefer the Heat +7.5, or don't touch it?
No, I think I won't be touching it, but I think I'd prefer over than under. I think they're going to come and make a statement. Well, the bet that I'd prefer to have is the Lakers to win into over 218.5, and it's been a combination that I've actually liked to be able to go with when you think it's going to be either a high or low scoring game. Traditionally, it's paid, 290 or so. I don't know what it is tomorrow, but normally pretty good sort of value there.
Yeah. So that's the second bet. Lakers into over 218.5. Now let's looking at some player performance. So Caruso, he paid off in Game 1 in that pick you gave, over 5.5. So he had 8 points in Game 1. I think it was 10 points. But he's averaging 8 points a game.
Yep.
And his total is 6.5. Over 6.5, $1.90.
I'll stay with him, mate.
Yeah.
Why not? I think the thing is that they're going to come out aggressively at the defensive end and they're going to look to run. So anytime they're looking to run, that's where I think he becomes good value, just from being able to get some steals, put some heat on the rim, and get some easy, cheap baskets in transition.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. LeBron is averaging 27.7 points, and his production has also increased, considering AD had foul trouble in Game 3. And his total is 28.5. And the over is paying $1.95. What do you reckon?
It's interesting. I'd be over on LeBron than under. You have to think that he's got to come with the mentality, and I hope he comes with the mentality in attack mode rather than sort of settling mode and looking to hit threes. I don't need that from him. The only time he should be shooting any threes at all is if somebody drives and dishes to him for an open three. But anytime he puts the ball on the floor and he's looking to be able to play one-on-one, he's just settling if he's pulling up for anything outside the paint, in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, his defense has dropped over the years. So, yeah, I agree. I think he'll just try to assert himself offensively. So, yeah, 28
What's
points.
Jimmy's line?
Jimmy's is surprisingly at 24.5. That's crazy. At $1.80.
Well, I was thinking that it's going to be a struggle for him to, come out and be able to do what he did, obviously, in game 3. But I thought it might have been a little bit higher than that. Had it been in the high 20s, then I would have been looking at the under, particularly if they're getting some more bodies back, where his usage probably isn't going to be as high if they're bringing more players back that have some scoring talent anyway.
Yeah.
Dragic is still out, right?
Yeah, he's still out, but Bam he'll be a game time decision.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Herro. So he started game 3 and he's averaging 16 points in the 3 finals games. And his total is at 17.5. The under's paying $1.92.
Yeah, I'd be more likely to go under on that than over.
Same. Yeah, I think, Danny Green had a really shit game.
He's been shit for a while, mate. I think we discussed this last time too.
Yeah.
Everyone's waiting for him to come back and hit shots, and it's like, it's just not happening.
Yeah. He had a good game 1. He had, I think, 12 points, 11 or 12 points. But he and KCP, both their production has dropped in the finals. Yeah, Danny's shooting 20% from downtown and KCP's at 28.3%.
Wow.
Yeah. But with LeBron in attack mode in game 4, it should open up the floor for, the dribble penetration. The kickouts to these guys, if they're open, they should knock it down.
Such a hard thing, though, when you're in that sort of funk to turn it around. It really is. Just the mentality of being able to, live on that first shot. Is it going in to get my confidence going? You miss those first 2 shots and you already know that you're at 20%. You know you've been stinking it up. Just adds that extra pressure to every shot that you're taking. And instead of you just thinking of your normal action and a couple of key little trigger points, you start thinking of the result, which is the wrong thing. Anytime you're under pressure and you're just thinking about, is it going in or is it missing, adds extra pressure with every miss.
Yeah. Yeah, I think all of this depends on LeBron, how LeBron plays. If he comes out, I think Miami, so surprisingly, game 3 and game 4, they're, treated as home games for Miami. So they've got their logo painted on the floor and all the special effects and stuff. It's all pro Miami. They were wearing their black jerseys and LA was wearing white. So for this, I think, Miami is going to wear the white jerseys, their home jerseys, and LA will wear their Mamba jerseys. And every time they wear their Mamba jerseys, they come out playing like Kobe. So, yeah, I think that's an X factor. He'll probably play. If I see at the tip-off, LA's in their blacks, then I know for certain I'll win. That's what I reckon. Yeah.
I like it. Well, let's hope it helps Danny Green hit a jump shot, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, he's been, like you said, stinking it up. Olynyk, he's a big surprise. Kelly Olynyk. He had 4 points in game 1, and then 24 in game 2 when he started for Bam, and 17 in game 3.
He's always been a good role player, though.
Yeah.
Probably limited opportunities to really take this sort of responsibility that he's had. So he's been able to take the challenge. It's shown that he's done the work behind the scenes, waiting for that opportunity as well. Certainly helps that he can really spread the floor. Their game changes when they've got a five-man that can pick and pop and spread the floor and hit that three. But he's a pretty good defender too. Remember, he took that charge in game 3 on Davis as well that was going to pull through to his right, just got in front. I think it was either his third foul that made him sit as well. Those little things make a difference when you've got that foot speed to be able to get in front against someone like Davis who loves to pull through.
Yeah. Well, speaking of AD, what do you think? So he scored 15 points in game 3. Do you think he bounces back with a big game in game 4?
I think he has to. What was the game where he started and he made first 10 of 11 or something like that?
I think that was game 2.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like they need to start like that. They need to start going through him in the post, or they need to and mix that up with LeBron being aggressive off the dribble. I think if they establish that early, it gives them a great opportunity. And whilst Kelly's sort of got some mobility on the perimeter, I'm not sure he's going to be able to defend AD down low. And when he's in that mentality of not settling, I think everything becomes a little bit easier and his confidence grows as well.
Yeah. So his total is set at 29.5, and the over's paying $1.81.
Yeah. So the market's expecting him to bounce back and have a big game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not taking $1.81 on that.
Yeah, me neither. He'll probably get 30.
Yeah, you would think so. But you know the risk that anyone takes when they're taking these sort of bets is that if LA blow him out by 20, he's not playing the last 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, true. But I don't think we'll see a blowout here. I think it's going to be very close, and then at some point, probably in the last couple of minutes, LA will just pull away and get like a 6-point lead.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I think, I mean, that could very well happen. Could very well happen. But LA is capable. We've seen that as well. You know, they've dominated this team over long periods. And they could quite easily do that again. No doubt about it. So the mentality of when LeBron and AD come to play, Miami can't play with that if those two guys are firing at the same time.
Yeah.
So it'd be nothing for them to be up 15 points at three-quarter time.
LA hasn't lost back-to-back games this postseason, so Shane and I both believe LA is going to bounce back with a win. If Bam gets started, do you think it's going to help Miami or will it hurt him? Because, you know,
if he starts the game?
Yeah.
I don't think, I'm not sure that it'll hurt them. I mean, he's missed a few days, so probably, you know, he's not going to have the same sort of momentum as what he would had he been playing every second day. But I think that the bit of confidence with the other fella being able to come off the bench now, they got the confidence to be able to sub him out early. I'll end up be able to come in and knock down shots as well. So they've probably gained a player out of this process as well with him being out.
Yeah. Yeah, Myers Leonard. So he's Mr. Consistent. He's in the 2 games he's started in the finals, he's scored 7 points in each game in 11 minutes. And he's shot 2 threes and he's made them both. He's shooting 83.4% from the field.
You know his problem?
What?
He's not shooting enough.
Yeah.
If you're 2 for 2, mate, you got to let it fly. Yeah. Come on. Go get a big contract. Get a payday.
Yeah. I always liked him when he was playing with Portland. He was a good player. Yeah. And he started when Nurk went out. And, you know, they still made the Western Conference Finals last year.
Mm.
Yeah. But then they won just 1 game against this Lakers team. So, yeah. Any final thoughts, Shane, before we wrap this up?
I think tomorrow they break the spirit of Miami. The Lakers. I think the game and the series is going to be broken right open tomorrow, mate. Yeah. That's my final thoughts.
I agree with you. And hopefully, yeah, this comes out and we can make one final video for Game 5.
There you go. It'll be all done. And then my final pick of the 4-1 will come to fruition.
Yeah. You back that, eh?
4-1.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
That's looking good. And even now, you can back that at $1.72 with most bookies. So that's
$1.72.
yeah. Yeah. If they win this game, they win. Pretty much. I don't think they'll risk being complacent in Game 5. But yeah.
No,
Yeah.
All good.
That's it. So that's our Game 4 prediction video. Make sure you subscribe, like all that stuff, and join us for the next one. Thanks, Shane.
My pleasure, mate. I
I'll
will
speak
see
to you
you
tomorrow after the game.
All right, you're the man.